Hello everybody, Wild Bill for America here, and it's time to get into the mailbag and answer some letters. First one is from somebody calling themselves Independent Politics. Says, I have respect for you for at least saying you would have to take Martin Luther King Jr. away from left-wing activists. At least you're admitting the truth that he was progressive. Well, independent politics, Martin Luther King Jr. could not have been a progressive because back in those days they were known as dope-smoking hippies, and he was definitely not one of those. And Martin Luther King Jr. fought vigorously against skin color politics, which is the exact opposite of what progressives today are trying to shove down our throats. If Martin Luther King Jr. was alive today, the Democrats would spit in his face because he would be such a threat to their politics. And the next one, the guy says, Bill, you're not just a retarded Christian extremist Texan cretin, you're a boring retarded Christian extremist cretin. Next time, do one of your videos while jumping off a cliff. That should increase your audience. I'm not Texan. Next letter is from somebody with a Muslim name. He says, I assume it's a him, I challenge you to a fair fight, and when I am done stomping your ass, I will wipe mine with the Israel flag. Well, a wise man once said, if ever you find yourself in a fair fight, you didn't plan very well. But fair fight is a moot point here. Your name appears to be Muslim, and fair fight just really doesn't seem to be in the Muslim mentality. Planting bombs and running away, stabbing little Israeli children, decapitating people who are bound hand and foot and cannot defend themselves. The word most often used in the USA to describe these guys is cowards. Yeah, you are clearly on the wrong side of God Almighty, and that will not end well for you. Next one is from Light Flight 1. It says, we are of the same generation, and I would never have believed that I would see Christian persecution in my own country. It's like the gates of hell have been unleashed, not just here, but around the world. I imagine it's going to get a lot worse in the coming year. Prayers for your safety and for our once blessed country. Thank you. Your prayers are much appreciated. And yes, persecution is coming on the Christians of the USA. How bad it will get, I don't know. The Obama presidency opened Pandora's box of evil and perversion all across this nation. And what we are seeing is the beginning of God's judgment on the USA. The hammer of God is about to fall. And here's a Wild Bill bullet of truth for the left in America. That Sodom and Gomorrah story, it could happen again. Now, if you are a Christian, take heart and stand firm, because the scriptures make it clear that God knows how to preserve the righteous while punishing the wicked. God is going to shake this nation like a Jack Russell shaking a rat. And those of us who know the scriptures need to be standing tall like beacons of light so that the people of America will know who they can come to for answers. Will that make us a target of the God haters? Oh, absolutely. But there is nothing more important in this world than faithfully representing the King of Kings, especially when the going gets tough. Next one is, Bill, what are you going to do if Hillary gets elected? I don't want to live in a fascist dictatorship. Well, sorry folks, dealing with a little bit of asthma today. Part of God's judgment on a nation that turns its back on him is to raise up evil leaders to bring misery on the people. And I can't think of a more qualified person to do that than Hillary Clinton. But know that whenever God uses evil leaders to accomplish his purposes, he also destroys those people while preserving and saving his people. So to answer your question, if Hillary gets elected, I will double my video messages and put them on multiple venues to make it difficult for the government to shut me down. Hopefully I will have enough donors to keep me going during those difficult times. If you would like to help get the message of freedom out to the confused masses, then please go to my website, wildbillforamerica.com, click that donor button, and join the team. Now, those of you who have become recurring donors, oh, you are especially appreciated. This is Wild Bill for America. Thank you for watching. America, bless God.